I've said it before on this show many times, but sometimes Apple's obsession with making things thinner can go too far. The information says that Apple's newest super thin iPhone prototypes are a mere 5 millimeters to 6 millimeters thick, below the iPhone 16's 7.8 millimeter thickness. Problem is, that might be too thin for a physical SIM, which may hurt China sales. Quote, Apple plans to release its slim iPhone next year alongside new versions of its traditional models, aiming to rejuvenate iPhone sales by providing customers with a compelling reason to upgrade their devices. The company is particularly hoping the new models will boost sales in China, where its sales have dipped for the last 3 consecutive years amid intense competition from 2 local brands such as Huawei and Vivo. The prototypes of the thin iPhone are between 5 and 6 millimeters thick, compared with 7.8 millimeters for the iPhone 16. So far, Apple's engineers haven't been able to fit a physical tray for a SIM card in the thin device, according to 2 people working on the project and 2 others with direct knowledge of it. Instead, the device relies on embedded SIMs, a chip significantly smaller than a physical SIM card tray that Apple first introduced in the iPhone in 2018. Since then, the company has been gradually phasing out the use of physical SIM trays, which haven't been in US iPhones for 2 years. Unless Apple's engineers can figure out how to include the physical SIM card tray, the company may not be able to sell the phone in China. Chinese regulators still haven't approved the sale of smartphones containing eSIMs. Apple will drop the iPhone Plus from its product line to make way for the new thin model, internally codenamed D23. The company has asked at least one manufacturing partner in China to double production of the thin iPhone compared to the iPhone Plus, a sign of its confidence in the new device, 2 people said. Apple's other iPhone models will also undergo significant design changes next year. For instance, they'll all switch to aluminum frames from stainless steel and titanium, one of the people said. The back of the Pro and Pro Max models will feature a new part aluminum, part glass design. The top of the back will comprise a larger rectangular camera bump made of aluminum rather than traditional 3D glass. The bottom half will remain glass to accommodate wireless charging, 2 people said. The SIM card tray struggle isn't the only issue Apple is having with the thin iPhone. Engineers are also finding it hard to fit the battery and thermal materials into the device, one of the people said. The episode underscores how Apple's attempt to push the boundaries of industrial design and technology can unexpectedly cause clashes with local regulations. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the EU, where officials have criticized Apple's use of proprietary ports and non-removable batteries and have passed laws forcing the company to redesign its hardware. Apple has argued that such regulations can stifle innovation, end quote. Yeah, they're not running into the laws of physics so much as, I guess, the theoretical thinness of an iPhone is now bounded by the thickness of a USB-C port. As Louis Anslow tweeted, "This is the kind of innovation USB-C mandates threaten. If there are physical limits of wireless charging hardware, then phones will be as thick as USB-C plugs forever," end quote.